Hello, my name is Ilian Saint-Hilaire, and welcome to this demonstration of the Developer Toolkit for Intel AMT. What I want to show in this demonstration is how you can use the Developer Toolkit to quickly add a terminal, an AMT terminal window, into your application. So there's two ways I'm going to show it. So these are the files that come with the Intel Developer Toolkit for AMT, and the first way and the easiest is to use the terminal application, and I'm just going to go ahead and open it. And this terminal application is a command line app in Windows that takes a few of these parameters here and runs an AMT terminal. So basically, if you can run an application in Windows using your management application, then you can add AMT support to your application. So I'll go ahead and do this, and the way I'm going to do it is by opening a DOS prompt, going into my Developer Toolkit folder, and I'm going to run IAMT term. The first parameter is the machine name I want to manage, and this could be an IP address or a name. The second one is the port. 16992 is generally the port you use. Admin, the password. In this case, I'm using this password here. And then the window title, something like sample terminal. I'll go enter. And now what happens is that the terminal just popped up. It says connecting on the top. Once it's connected, I can log in and do a whole bunch of stuff. I can do all the ID redirect commands and see what's going on with ID redirect. I can do remote controls, things like power up, power down, custom commands, and so on. And I can just monitor everything that's going on. Once I'm done, I just close the box and I'm done. So that's probably the easiest way of adding vPro and AMT support to an application. And of course, you can't do everything in there, but it allows you to add control features. The second way I'm going to show how to do it is to use the IMT terminal.dll here within Visual Studio in a .NET application. So what I'm going to do is load Visual Studio. I'm going to create a new project. So a sample Windows application will do. And in order to do this, you need to have an application that's .NET based, because this DLL that I'm going to show you is all .NET. Now, once I'm done, what I'm going to do is go in the toolbox here. I'm going to right-click and say Choose Items. It's going to take a while for it to scan here. Once it's done, I have all the items on my toolbar. I'm going to go and select Browse, go into my Developer Toolkit directory, and I'm going to add the IAMT terminal.dll and say OK. Now once that's done, you're going to notice a new icon here. Should be right there, and I'm going to take it and drag it onto my form. Now this component doesn't have a form, or it's all embedded in here. So I'm going to change the name, just remove the 1. And then there's a set of properties I can set. For example, the host name, 192.168.580. I'm just going to control the same machine I controlled in the past. The title of the dialog box, sample Windows terminal, for example, and the username admin. In this case, there's a true or false here for enabling Outpost features. If you're going to use Outpost for demonstration, that's our agent, then you can enable extra features, turning that true. But for most people, you'll keep this off. Now, once I set up this control correctly, I'm just going to bring a button on my form. There we go. And double click on it. Then I'm going to say, when I press this button, I want the terminal control.show, and I'm going to put the parent. I don't have to, but I'll go ahead and do that. Now, now I'm almost done. The only thing that's missing is that if I were to run this, there's a few DLLs that are missing. So I'm going to go back into my projects folder, and open up my Windows app here. Now, bin debug. Now, what I'm going to do is take from the TDK 2 more DLLs, the remote stack and this guy, the redirector library from the SDK, and I'm going to bring them onto into the directory that's going to be the target of my build. Now I'm going to go and launch a build, and it's going to run. So my form here, I hit the button. There you go, launches the terminal. It starts connecting. It's going to connect to my machine. Once it's connected, I can go into serial over LAN mode. And in this case, I'm in Outpost, and I can just type all the Outpost commands. And once again, you can do everything that is useful here: ID, redirect, remote controls, custom commands, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty easy. Normally, you would go and just not put only a button here, but prompt the user for the username, the password, and go ahead and set that dynamically in here. Now, of course, I just set it statically, but of course, you would do that dynamically. There's also an icon here. This icon will override the icon on the upper left-hand side of the terminal window. Well, that's it for my demo. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.